Hello, welcome back. My name is Ari, and today I want to go over my top 10 anticipated releases for 2022. Now, this is a little harder than it was last year. I think it's because there are printing delays on books, and it's harder for publishers to predict when the books will be released due to those publication limitations, due to like shipping stuff because of COVID. So we are still in the middle of a pandemic, and yeah, but these are 10 of them that I am pretty sure are coming out this year, or I have release dates, and I'm just gonna work my way from the earliest release date to the latest, or I don't know release dates. First up, there are 3 books that come out on February 15th that I'm looking forward to. I have The Obsidian Butterfly by Lanny Forbes. This is the 3rd book in this series, which I can't tell you the name of right now, but it's a young adult fantasy romance that is based on Mayan culture. So it's very interesting, a lot of god of the underworld type stuff. And I've read every single one of these books as a NetGalley arc, and this should finish up the series, and I also already have a NetGalley arc for it. So I'm very, very much looking forward to finishing out the series and seeing what I think of it overall. Next up on February 15th is Moonwitch Spider King by Marlon James. This is book 2 in his Black Leopard Red Wolf series, and I loved the first book in this series. It was insane, but I loved it so much. I'm very, very much looking forward to reading the 2nd book in this series and just continuing entirely with the series. I have this pre-ordered, so I'm ready. I'm prepared. Anyway, this series, if you haven't read it yet, has a lot of content warnings, so I would definitely look those up before getting into it. Next up, again on February 15th, is a big release, and that is House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. This was on my last year's anticipated releases, but it obviously didn't release last year, so it moved over, and we actually have a firm release date of February 15th for this one, so very excited to continue this series as well. 2nd book in a series again. Apparently I only anticipate series. Next up after that, another book in a series, which is The War of Two Queens by Jennifer L. Armentrout, which is out on March 15th, so a month later. This is the 4th book of the For Blood and Ash series, which fantasy romance. I like it. I'm still waiting for the threesome that I was promised in the 2nd book. Just that's all I'm telling you about that. After that, Destiny of the Dead by Kel Cade. This is the book 2 in this series, which is a very unique premise, where it's a chosen one trope, but a subverted chosen one trope, where the chosen one it dies. Like the first chapter. It's like, what does the world do when their prophesized chosen one dies? But I'm interested to figure out what the world continues to do. The last one I have a date for is A Prayer for the Crown Shy by Becky Chambers. This is her 2nd book in her Monk and Robot series, and it may be a duology. I don't know. I'm just going to call it a series for now. The first one wasn't my favorite Becky Chambers book, but I still love Becky Chambers as a writer. I just think these books are a bit too short to really give the full feeling. But since the first novella set up the universe, I'm hoping that I get something a lot more in this one. But it's sweet, it's calm, it's Becky Chambers, but not in outer space this time. The rest of the books on this list I don't really have firm publishing dates for, so we're crossing our fingers that they're actually coming out this year. And the first one is going to be Witch King by Martha Wells. And so Martha Wells wrote the Murderbot Diaries, but this is a different series by her. And I love Murderbot Diaries, but I'm wondering if I just love Murderbot because of Murderbot or if I really just like Martha Wells' writing. So this is my chance to find out. This is fall of 2020 is all we have so far of a prediction date for Witch King. Then Brandon Sanderson has told us that Wax and Wayne book 4 will be out sometime in 2022. He doesn't have a firm date, but I'm like confident that this will actually come out because Brandon Sanderson, the way Brandon Sanderson writes, I'm pretty sure this will for sure be out this year. If he went a year without publishing a book, I think hell would freeze over. So at some point this year, we're getting the conclusion to Mistborn Era 2. Another book that I'm pretty sure is coming out this year is Nana the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. It's been 2 years, or it's been 2 years since Harrow the Ninth came out, hasn't it? Or did Harrow the Ninth come out early last year? I think it's been 2 years since Harrow the Ninth came out, so we're due for the next book in this series. I loved Gideon the Ninth. I didn't like Harrow the Ninth. I'm hoping I like Nana the Ninth. So that's where we're going. We'll see when it comes out. Hopefully it comes out as soon as I get firm dates on it. This will be pre-ordered. And then the final one I have on here, it's got a vague date again, and that is Chains of Thorn by Cassandra Clare. This is the 3rd book in whatever I don't know the name of the current series that she has out, but 3rd book in her current series. Should be the final book in the series, and I need this because I hated the end of the 2nd book, so I need a resolution to the bullshit at the end of that book. But that comes out expected in November. Anyway, those are my top 10 anticipated releases for 2022. Let me know if you've read any of these series, because I think they're not all of them but one are a series. That says a lot about me. Anyway, all of them but one are a series. If you've read any of these series, let me know in the comments, and then let me know some of your anticipated releases that I should put on my TBR for 2022. Anyway, that's all I have for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.